Yeah, it's been a super interesting one for us. Like, games are really always these really janky combinations of software and art and design, and all of these things are kind of coming together in a way that makes them inherently difficult to put out to the public. I've had my fair share of rocky launches in the past, and so what we've been really focusing on this time around is making sure that we're kind of honing that process early to try to make Alpha 2 day one as
lead, but it has definitely been a huge help, just like uncovering, smaller imbalances here and there. Like the wall thing that you mentioned, for example, was a thing we actually knew was an issue and had fixed on another build, but like it was still funny seeing that like get completely taking advantage of it. And it like showed some interesting like strategies, like how people would use them to zone each other in these little hallways.
It's for this event are a little bit more scarce, but respawn a lot faster than the rubies, where the rubies are a bit more plentiful, but have a much slower reset rate.
Got it. Not finding any bandits.
they killed them all.
Oh
no. Yeah, there's a definite balance between targeting the PVE objectives and then PvP, because the drops that you need to turn in also can drop from players. So sometimes you'll want to gank people that you see because they might have some of the stuff that you need to turn in for credit toward the war.
The engagements and let the enemy team just grind out resources.
And that's part of the strategy, is like, sometimes you'll want to tank up and have a bunch of people distract the group from doing the objectives while you're sending out those little side squads. We've done that a few.
They went. All right, we got some bandits over here. I'm gonna go turn them in.
And just do you want to talk about some of the other use cases that, like, we're hoping people will incentivize people to want to engage in war?
Yeah, I mean, we have the goal here is kind of twofold for war, right? There is the player reward side of it, and then there's the node reward side of it. Obviously, we want players to be invested in nodes and invested in what they have and what they can do. So, those things are relics, they're services, they're resources, and, these wars can deny and even steal those things from other nodes, but also they're personally rewarding, right? Like, we want to make sure players are getting something immediate for themselves, because obviously we know most players aren't going to run a node, and not every player is going to be invested as nodes as some other players.
Yeah.
So, those personal rewards, as we've talked about a little bit, in the case of this event, will result in a buff farming in this POI. So if there's some sweet loot that you're looking for from this POI, winning here is really valuable because you're higher odds of getting it in the future, or, while you're farming here post this event.
You can you still have reasons to contribute and participate for on a lot of axes.
Well, and it's also about making sure that, you're not just doing it out of the good of your heart, right? You're doing it because you're getting something for your player progression immediately. And you can let, the big-brained kind of Zerg leaders manage the more high-end.
Right.
Holy smokes.
Dude, that dive was insane.
I just ran into a maelstrom.
To have something that they want to do, because there are people that do like Zerg combat versus people that prefer the smaller skirmishes.
I think really the way you incentivize it too is there's no stopping players from Zerg v Zerging if they want, but if the objectives reward maximally, split.
Those are off the bandits, right?
Maybe we should break up and have everybody kind of try to get the bandits.
Yeah, I know a pretty good spot for the bandits.
True.
All right, so it's just south and west of the enemy's camp.
Okay. Let's try to move south and west. South and west.
I'm not gonna make it there. Social media man, why?
Social media man.
Truly the bane of everyone's existence.
Dude, that guy's got a crazy KD on me.
Oh no. Gotta work on that nemesis system, right?
Oh no. I'm gonna see if I can
No, leave me alone.
We need to take out Keenan's.
No.
Where's the squad? It looks like all
We're coming in.
res penalties. You're not going to get XP debt. You're not going to get durability damage. You will still drop the things you have in your inventory, though.
Mm-hmm.
Or in your material inventory specifically.
So obviously that's like a big part of this game mode. As far as like the larger idea for material inventory, what was sort of the thinking behind that? Or is that just sort of like a convenient thing to make sure that we're used to things? Oh, there you go.
I mean, don't stuff your material inventory full of stuff before you go to war.
Makes sense to me. You know, when you're right, you're right. What can I say?
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh no.
Now we clean up.
That's a problem.
Victory in death. Winstead scum.
Oh my god, they've taken it back.
How are you guys going to take advantage of that luck bonus if you don't control the zone?
We won, Steven.
Did we win?